doing a stand-up shower. There's some phases of the shower that has been completed, as you would see. The shower was gutted out, basically because of wear and tear. There was leakage as well as a result of the wear and tear, and so we got it out, and the plumbing has been done, of course, by a licensed plumber, and we boarded it up with these cement boards and den shield. These are the primary quality materials to install in the shower wall, because they're very moisture, against moisture, so they are the ideal. Of course, some people use the tough mold green or blue drywall, but these are better quality. Cement board and den shields are better quality. So it's important to get your wall up prior to getting the shower base done. We'll be spending some time on the shower base. We have here the Chopstar waterproofing membrane. Without the membrane, the shower is not properly sealed. In spite of you putting the tile, without the membrane, it's not properly sealed. So it's crucial to have the membrane. So we have our drain in place, and we have our walls in place, boarding walls in place, and then we've also completed 2 phases of the shower base. The different shape of shower base. This one is a polygon arm shape, meaning that it has 5 sizes. So you got the 4 square sizes, and then for the door area you have a kind of 45 angle degree. Okay, and so we've completed some phases of the base. We've done dry pack at the bottom. Dry pack, for those who may not know, is cement sun mix, but not overly wet, not overly dry. You have to know how to do the perfect balance between dry and wet, and you compact that and level it up and create. It helps with creating the base for the shower, but it also helps in creating the slope for the drain prior to installing the membrane, prior to tiling. Okay. There's a long process in doing the base that way. I must also say that they sell base that's pre-made, acrylic base that's pre-made. There was a base that was pre-made here once, but you can also create your base. Okay. So yeah, process with organizing the base to bring it up to a tiling position is, as I said, you do the dry pack after you board your walls, and you have your plumbing in place, and you do also a coat of thin-set cement, but you also have to know how to apply the dry pack. Okay, that's something that you have to know about as well. Okay, so let's get going with our waterproofing membrane here. The smaller the shower, the more difficult it is to work with, to do what you need to do. There is hardly any room to stoop or stand and do your thing. Some of the key things you need to understand about the stand-up shower, the waterproofing system, is that the base needs to be clean. Not necessarily on moist. If it could be on moist, meaning on wet, not wet, then that's good. But the most important is dry. It's dust free. It's clean, and also you want to leave excess, maybe for 5 inches, at least 5 inches excess going to the wall from the floor, and you keep everything in one piece as much as possible, right? You try to avoid as many cuts and joints as much as possible. So you start, it may not be as long enough or wide enough to do the whole thing. You can join it, but you need to keep the excess for the corners, for the walls, the excess going out. Another key thing is that with your drain, you have to get it around the drain, sealed around the drain as much as possible. So at the end, everything becomes one and properly sealed. The application, as you probably would see later, the application for applying it or installing it is thin-set cement, a mix of wet thin-set cement. And you just need to make sure everything is flat. There are no lumps, there are no folding of it, there's no duplication that's higher than each other. Everything is nice and flat and flowing to your drain properly. And after everything is dry, you also come back and give following this best to give a slight coat, a light coat over the membrane. So basically that's it, and then you were able to tile over it.
So you see how over there is so high, and there's not enough on this side, you don't move it over now? No, keep it so. Just going over there? It's not a lot of envelopes.